Hello, this is Chops, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about the lore of the Android universe. In this episode, we're going to talk about the character Rachel Beckman. Not only does she have a card and a short story in Netrunner, but she also is one of the 5 playable characters in the Android board game, and she plays a major role in the book Mimic from the Identity trilogy. Rachel became a bounty hunter to make ends meet after her mother had died. Her father, Captain Thomas Beckman of the NAPD, disapproves of her career choice. Some would consider him the last honest cop in town, or as Rachel has been known to say, the biggest sucker in New Angeles. Their falling out is one of the story arcs from her character in the board game. Rachel gets bounty hunting jobs from the NAPD and other clients, and sometimes she works as a bodyguard, or in the case of the board game, she works as a detective. As her card says, she's in the business of keeping people alive, only when she's not in the business of killing them. And that's pretty much a direct quote from Mimic, where she is assigned as a bodyguard to the Bowery detective Drake in an off-the-books meeting at Duggar's. She's motivated by money and is always after the big score that will leave her financially secure. However, she also plays hard and is slightly addicted to investing her credits into top-of-the-line cyberware. Her father and her friend Lena are worried about how she is corrupting her humanity with so many implants. And that is another one of the story arcs in the board game. In the book, she has dark brown eyes with hair cropped short close to the skull, but has green eyes and curly black hair in the Netrunner story. She is slim and athletic with enhanced muscles under dark skin. She's always equipped with a considerable amount of weaponry, from pistols to a monofilament knife. She has access to advanced equipment like sticky rope grenades and nano spy bots. She has connections all over New Angeles and the moon, from officers and detectives to other mercenaries she has recruited to help with the big jobs, as well as members of the criminal world around the Docklands. In a quote from Mimic, an informant says to her, "One of these days you'll have to decide which side of the street you're playing on." She replies, "Not as long as both sides pay me." She's described as very good at her job and quite capable of finding someone who doesn't want to be found. In Mimic, she performs a Mission Impossible style extraction of a heavy protected character involving laser cutting a hole in a moving train, tranquilizing the guards, and using a compressed air jetpack to navigate her escape through an air duct system. In the Lunar Cycle insert, we see she similarly extracts Nasir from a situation where he is about to be caught by the NAPD, and then proceeds to take him to a hideout in the Docklands. Eventually, she ends up in a shootout with other mercenaries at an abandoned military location where Nasir believes the source is located. Well, that about wraps up the content for this episode. So for the deck, I decided to put Rachel in a silhouette deck, and I felt that they were similar characters and they might even know each other. So I put in cyberware and a few connections and some stealth breakers, and of course the pistol. In the next episode, I'm going to go over Human First and Humanity Labor, and that's it. So thanks for listening.